our board meeting, November 14th, 2025, for the PLB board meeting. My name is Bobby Wilson. I'm the chair of the Pittsburgh Land Bank. And at this time, we move into roll call. And I will ask our director, Sally Stadelman, to call everyone by name. Thank you.
Councilman Bobby Wilson.
Here.
Councilman Daniel Lavelle.
Here.
Councilman Kahari Mosley.
Here.
Director Wanda Wilson.
Here.
Director Jennifer Cash-Wade.
Here.
Director Kirk Berkeley. Director Steve Mazza.
Here.
Director Tamara Dudikovich.
Here.
Director Tammy Thompson.
Here.
All right, we have quorum. Back to you, Chair.
Thank you. That moves us to public comment. Please use the raise hand function in the bottom of the menu if you wish to speak during public comment. As a reminder, public comment is taken at the beginning and at a second time at the end of the meeting. Whenever you begin speaking, please state your name, neighborhood, and or organization affiliation. You will have 3 minutes to speak. We also have in-person public comment as well, so feel free to join us here. We are joined by a few people, and thanks for coming today. And with that, do we have anyone in person or online that would like to speak?
Start us out with our online speakers, and then we'll save our in-person for last. Starting with Mohawk Chauhan with the Hilltop Alliance.
Thanks, Sally. Good afternoon. I hope everyone can hear.
Yes.
Perfect. Good afternoon, the board, the PLB staff, and all the attendees. My name is Mohawk Chauhan. I'm the Director of Construction and Redevelopment at the Hilltop Alliance. Bill Shimker, our Executive Director, also wanted to join, but he got caught up. I am here to briefly speak about an LSA grant application, where we are closely working with Sally and the team. So just a background, we recently completed a housing acquisition study across 4 hilltop neighborhoods, Carrick, Knoxville, Mount Oliver City, St. Clair, and Arlington, where we analyzed the housing stock and identified 23 salvageable properties. The LSA grant will help us acquire and stabilize these buildings, and we will then develop these houses with a rehab for resale program. As we finalize the LSA grant, we really appreciate the support from the land bank, and we seek the approval from the board. It will be a big help in bringing these abandoned vacant structures and buildings back to life. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mohawk. I'm going to just move down the list. I see Andrew Matarko's name next. Andrew, whenever you're ready.
Sorry, can you guys hear me?
Sure can.
Hey guys, my name is Andrew Matarko. I'm with Freedom Partnership and my partner Eric Restifo. We are looking to, so obviously new to this, we are local developers in real estate doing rental properties and some renovation stuff. Looking to renovate a property at 1266 High Street in Pittsburgh. So just wanted to introduce myself, and that's who we are. So we appreciate anything that you guys do to take consideration in our acquisition.
Thank you, Andrew. Next, I have a very special speaker, Emily Kochak, now with City of Bridges Community Land Trust.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Thanks so much for letting me speak. I'm here representing City of Bridges Community Land Trust, and we have 2 properties in the Troy Hill neighborhood, 1620 Hatteras Street and 1806 Lay Street, that we would like to acquire from the Pittsburgh Land Bank to fully renovate and offer to sale to home buyers at 80% area median income or below. So thank you so much.
Thanks, Emily. Next, I have Julie Nigro. Hey, Julie, whenever you're ready.
Hello.
Thank you all. Thank you for your consideration. I am Julie Nigro, Director of Real Estate. I'm also a City of Bridges Community Land Trust. As Emily said, we are looking to acquire 2 properties in Troy Hill. We have been working with the Troy Hill Citizens Group for several years now on acquiring properties in the neighborhood. We have completed or are under construction on 2 properties that are on Hatteras Street in the Troy Hill neighborhood that have been successful projects, and the neighborhood has been really excited and responsive. So we are just looking to continue that partnership and continue that momentum on these 2 additional properties in the neighborhood. So thank you for your consideration.
Thanks, Julie. All right, I see we have 3 more attendees. I'm assuming everyone would like to speak. Next, we have Neil Dorsey. Neil, whenever you're ready. Oh, Neil, we can't hear you if you're speaking.
Yes, I'm trying to speak. You can't hear?
There we go. Yes, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you for letting me speak. My name is Neil Dorsey. I'm originally from Homewood. The property in question is in the Larmer District in East Liberty. We're looking to develop 4 to 5 townhouses for affordable homes for sale. And we would like your consideration on completing the development properties that we need to accomplish our goal. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dorsey. Next I have, it looks like we just lost. Well, I see Nancy here. Nancy, did you want to make public comment? Nancy Reese? Yes, go ahead, Nancy, whenever you're ready.
Hi. Thanks, Sally. Yeah, I'm happy and excited to bring you guys two buyers for 1257 High Street and 1266 High Street. I believe very qualified candidates who submitted very substantial applications. Just ask for your consideration and any questions. Thank you.
Thanks, Nancy. And then for context, Nancy is our listing agent for our properties on High Street. Thanks, Nancy. It looks like we just might have lost one of our buyers. Okay, and now moving on to in-person comment. Director Pelling, would you like to go first?
Hi, my name is Kendall Pelling. I'm Executive Director of Rising Tide Partners. We're a land recycling nonprofit that works across 12 different neighborhoods in the city of Pittsburgh. Today, I'm here to thank the Land Bank staff and board for continuing to work with us in the Garfield community, where for the last several years, we've been working with the city administration and the neighborhood to find a good end for more than 20 city properties that have languished, rotting away since about 2016 or before. And in this case, it's a good example of what land banks are created to do, which is intervene at the neighborhood scale of the problem. We share that mission at Rising Tide Partners to assemble vacant abandoned properties at the scale of the problem, and then get that back to productive reuse in ways that prioritize affordability and achieve the community's goals and plans. These properties will enable us to do both affordable for sale, which we will prioritize, and probably some market rate transactions, because these properties have been allowed to deteriorate for a very long time. This is a key dysfunction that the land bank is poised to solve, is that the city of Pittsburgh can't repair a roof. They can't replace a roof. If a porch collapses, they can tear down the house. And the land bank has these powers and abilities to do that. And so we're really looking forward to doing this with the land bank. And we've run an analysis that this transaction of the land bank taking title of these properties will probably save the city of Pittsburgh about $260,000 in demolition funds. Because in the city of Pittsburgh, we have this good housing stock. If we invest in repairing it and stabilizing it, we can save our demolition funds for those awful houses that actually have to be demolished. And we can preserve the value of these properties so that we can get new families into them and serve both affordable and market rate housing needs. So I really appreciate the land bank staff working with us creatively over these years to find a solution that works for the city, works for the community, works for us, and works for the land bank. So thank you all for doing the hard work of making this happen.
Thank you, Director Pelling. Next up, we have Ms. Tina Daniels.
Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak. My name is Tina Daniels, owner of Concrete Rose Construction and WNT Daniels Development Group. We're local developers here in Pittsburgh. I was born and raised here in the city. And we've just completed our most recent affordable housing development in the Homewood neighborhood, Benedict Dwellings. And we're currently working on our next one now, Anderson Estates, which will provide 8 apartments for affordable rentals. And what we're looking to do is acquire some vacant lots through the land bank for our next affordable housing development, which will provide 10 units of affordable rentals each phase.
Thank you, Ms. Daniels. Let me pause for one moment. If anyone else, any attendee would like to speak, please raise your hand. Going once, going twice. Okay, that concludes our public speaker list. Back to you, Chair.
Thank you, Sally. That moves us into the chairman's report. In this section, we have 3 actions. We'll start with the first one. This is the approval of the September 2025 board meeting minutes. Is there
Motion, Mr. Chairman, to accept.
is there a second?
Second.
Second.
All right, all in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes. Move us on to the announcement that the board will be in recess in lieu of January 9th board meeting and moving the Pittsburgh Land Bank annual meeting to February 13th, 2026. And this requires board action as well, if we'd like to entertain this.
Motion to approve to move the meeting from January 9th to February 13th, 2026.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed or abstentions? Okay, motion passes. Moves on to approval of the PLB's application to the local share account statewide. So this is something that I know our director's been involved with. Let's for us to discuss this. Let's I'll entertain a motion. This is something that has to be approved, correct? Yeah, I'll entertain a motion.
I move that. So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
And let's have some discussion. We'll have some discussion.
Yes, brief overview for the board is the Hilltop Alliance over the summer did a massive review of inventory in several Hilltop neighborhoods. They identified 22 single-family homes that can be rehabbed. So our proposal for this grant is that we would receive stabilization funds. So both to stop any active damage, make sure there's a new roof, no water infiltration, but we also plan to beautify those properties with creative board ups, with local native landscaping. So those houses are safe, secure, and will not continue to deteriorate while the Hilltop Alliance continues to fundraise to fully rehab them and sell them as affordable homes. So this is I think this is kind of an exciting new take on how we can approach these kinds of grant opportunities, and also to provide the neighborhood immediate relief from these blighted properties. And this is also part of the grant requirement that we must pass this specific resolution calling out the amount that we will be applying for. And the maximum grant allocation is $1 million.
Any questions from the board?
And I'll just say a huge thank you to Hilltop Alliance. Mohawk did all of the budget estimates, put together all of those work plans. So the land bank is really just assisting in the being the vehicle to apply. And we're going to be doing the grant writing, of course, as well.
All right. There's no further discussion. Anybody have any questions or any statements they'd like to make? If not, all those in favor, please report by saying aye.
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 Aye. Any noes or abstentions? Okay, motion passes. That moves us on to our treasurer's report. Right, treasurer's report. And I'll turn it over to Director Wanda Wilson.
Thanks, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
We have our financials closed for October. And the main things that I would point out, we're up to date with our invoicing for the end of the quarter, the third quarter. So those numbers are in our financials. So that's all current with our personnel expenses being invoiced and paid. And we also had our ARPA allocation come in that quarter, the third quarter as well. We can go to the next slide. Balance sheet is strong. I don't have anything to point out here. Total equity of $798,000. We can go to the next slide. And in the budget to actual, I would point out, well, this one says September 30th. Do we also have the October? But I would point out that it's showing 54% of our ARPA grant revenue, percent of budget that we had for the year. That's going to be the amount for the year that we're actually going to draw this year, which will cover our costs and our expenses, but the board will not see that go to 100% at this year. We are going to draw the remainder of the ARPA allocation that we have for the land bank in 2026. So that'll actually really help us to not have the sort of carryover fund issue where you draw money that you're not spending all of it in that current year, and then you have this sort of carryover issue. It'll allow us to actually show that income in 2026 will be better for our 2026 budget. And we're good for covering all of our expenses in 2025. So,
Director Wilson, apologies, just one correction. This is the budget versus actual as of October 31st, 2025. Apologies for the typo.
Okay, so the numbers are
Yes.
October, but the heading just says September.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Next slide. So since we didn't meet last month, we have both September and October expenses. These would be the items that have not already been approved as part of some other property transaction where we would have, those are also expenses that are happening, but we've already approved those. So these are sort of the other outstanding items. So as your treasurer, I will make the motion to accept the September and October 2025 financial reports and approve the September and October 2025 monthly expenditures.
Second. Thank you. Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor, please report by saying aye.
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 Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passes. Thank you, Director Wilson. Then that moves us on to the staff updates. I'll move that over to
Thank you, Chair. All right, just very briefly, we're going to give a quick overview of our pipeline. We are up to 74 properties sold. Let me just make sure with Josh, that's this year. Total, 74 properties sold total. So we should be creeping towards 90 by the end of the year. Keep going here. Just a quick pass through of some completed sales. We keep clicking through our slides here. And we have 33 closings in progress. So we are hoping probably about 70% of those should be completed by the end of the year. Just click through here. We're getting very close to listing several of our pilot residential rehab properties, as you can see here. And a handful of properties that have recently arrived in the inventory and are undergoing stabilization. Our next update for the board, we have a very exciting update, which is that our intergovernmental cooperation agreement between the Pittsburgh Land Bank, the City of Pittsburgh School District, Allegheny County, and the City of Pittsburgh has been signed. We've made it. It feels like this has been on our agenda for 2 years. So I did want to extend an invitation to board members that we should be holding a ceremonial signing with the mayor's office Wednesday, November 19th at 9 a.m. Members of the public are welcome to join as well. That will be in the City County building in front of Council Chamber.
Great job, Team Land Bank.
Yeah.
Can you send out a calendar invite,
We
please?
absolutely can. Yes, I hope everyone can join.
Great job,
We'll be...
everybody. This was great work.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Director Thompson. I'm just so glad we finally made it. All right, we can go to the next. Okay, just a quick update on a couple of our pilot residential rehab listed properties. We did sell 3319 Niagara, so that is closed. Thank you to Josh getting that over the finish line. 1017 Fairdale, which was it's only been on the market about 45 days. We have that on the board agenda today for approval. And we also have an interested buyer for 2013 Boulevard of the Allies, but it is still listed for sale, still available for purchase. And finally, we wanted to highlight coming very soon, we will have 5001 Broad Street in Garfield listed for sale through Pilot Residential Rehab, in addition to properties in Perry Hilltop and Elliott. Just a quick reminder of those requirements for the program, but we'll keep going here. Another exciting announcement. So we've recently learned that the National Nonprofit Center for Community Progress, kind of the premier land banking nonprofit, is holding their biannual conference here in Pittsburgh next September. So also please mark your calendars. Be sure to check this conference out, and we'll be sending out more information to board members soon.
We have a lot to live up to.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I'm sure we'll blow everybody away. Don't worry. We've got all kinds of impressive stuff going on here in Pittsburgh. But yes, we have had some very good conferences.
It'd be nice to, if I could say something, it'd be nice to, just talk more about how they would be engaging with the Pittsburgh Land Bank when they come, if they want to do some on-site, visits. Or I know we've been to, the conference in other cities, and I know they have some on-site stuff. So it'd be interesting to just be a part of those conversations as it happens. Like, have they reached out to you officially?
Yes, we are in process of scheduling time to sit down and talk about just those things.
Okay, great.
And they seem to have a large Rolodex of people they're reaching out to across the city. So if there are any board members that want to be involved, please let me know, and we will definitely keep you updated on that progress.
Great.
Anybody has any ideas for what we should be including in the conference? Definitely happy to get those passed along or work on them. All right, next update. We have selected a bookkeeper for 2026. So we'll be using bookbinders. So I know we're we're super excited to get all of our financials transferred over here to this new platform. Get over next. Next, we wanted to highlight we are releasing a licensed real estate agent RFQ for our pilot residential rehab program. So we're hoping to find, we're welcoming agents to apply who have experience listing as is properties and working with construction loans, mortgage rehab loans. So you can find that on our website. And we'll be sure to circulate that with board members as well.
When was that? Sally, when's that going to go up on the website?
It should be live this afternoon. So we'll send out the link. That QR code will take you right to the survey, and we'll have a landing page on the website as well.
Thank you.
So we'll send that your way. Next, we just wanted to give another shout out for the bus that is available, taking us all up to the Homes Within Reach conference this December. There are still seats available. Thank you to Director Thompson and her vision and leadership to organize this this bus to get us up there.
It's our pleasure.
And finally, just wanted to highlight a little pilot. I had met a national organization at the Center for Community Progress's Detroit conference that does creative board ups. So we had them come and do 5 pilot board ups on some land bank properties. So here you can see 172 Marsden, which I think is a very nice improvement and a really great option when we need to mothball a property. So should be seeing more of that coming soon.
Gives it like a glass block look.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I think they were going for windows, but it looks like a glass block.
Yeah, there are multiple window styles available. So we may not go with that particular one in the future, but
like an 80s style bathroom.
Let me ask.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. What's the average cost to do something like it? Did they tell you?
it's $1,000 a house.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. And they do a functional board as well. So it's not one that has to be taken down, kind of like swing it open. So that's helpful. They use like a very specific type of material that holds paint, but also holds up to the elements. Yeah.
And can you explain how would this be incorporated with our properties?
So these would be primarily you're going to see them on properties that we are holding for our nonprofit and CDC partners. Because with pilot residential rehab, we stabilize and get them to market so fast. It's not really conducive to walking people through the property. But when we have a CDC that's in the fundraising process and we're looking more like at a year of holding the property, this ensures that, there's not additional broken glass, there's not more water damage, and it helps, alleviate the neighborhood from blight because it's much harder to notice that the property is even vacant with the board up.
Well, I think it also helps with, allowing people to get onto the property, to stabilize that property. So if you want to say squatters or whoever just want to take over a piece of property, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. So it does make it more noticeable. And probably harder to squat because it's totally dark inside.
They don't care.
So.
They'll build a fire.
Maybe I missed this part, but will there be a cost to this?
$1,000 a property.
To us?
Yes. And this service was included, is part of the LSA grant. So part of that grant, we're asking for funding to be able to do this kind of creative board up on those 22 Southern Hilltop properties.
And one last thing is the contractor a local contractor from Pittsburgh, or how does that work?
He is a national organization. I want to say they're based out of Michigan, and he travels nationally. So he does a lot of board ups in Baltimore. I think that's why it works for us, because he's traveling back and forth. He does look for local partners. So I have sent him some of our local folks that we work with, and we're always looking for more local partners that would be interested.
If we get some local kids from the neighborhoods or something, even similar to like a Section 3 worker that, when they're working on these projects, something like that.
Yes, Director Mazza, if you have any recommendations, I would take them, and I'm sure that he would be very happy to reach out and work with them. So these were kind of really quick because the window was small to sneak us in, but that is generally their intention, is they want to be working with local groups and community members to do the board ups as well.
Why don't you do this whenever he comes into town? We can set up a meeting and talk to him a little bit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Can do that. Okay, and that is the conclusion of our staff updates. So it's back to you, Chair, for action items.
Yeah, thank you, Director. We have 15 action items. We'll start with resolution number 86.
So we might try something a little bit different. I've learned from our solicitor here, we don't have to read every agreement word for word. Although I may just for the sake of, I think we've got to get some, we're gonna get some practice in. I'll read this one and we're gonna see if we can make it through. So resolution number 86, authorization to enter into a cooperation agreement for services and facilities with the Urban Redevelopment Authority of Pittsburgh for reimbursement of PLB staff salaries and URA staff hours spent on services and project execution.
Is there a motion?
I make a motion to hold this till after new administration has an opportunity to look at the cooperation agreement.
I second.
Can we put a time period on it?
First quarter
for the motion?
That's for the motion to give the new administration an opportunity to look at the cooperation agreement to be finished by the first quarter of 2026. Is that too much time?
No.
No. I think that I just want to put some sort of timeline on them.
Yeah, it's until the end of March 2026, right? That's the first quarter.
So we have a motion on the table for this to be held until it can be further reviewed in the first quarter of 2026.
Correct, yes.
Is there a second?
Second.
Discussion. Any members would like to discuss the motion? If not, all those in favor, please report by saying aye.
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 Any noes or abstentions? Motion passes. That moves us on to resolution number 87.
Resolution number 87, authorization for the Pittsburgh Land Bank to enter into a grant agreement not to exceed $25,000 using ARPA funds with the Hilltop Alliance for Block 33K, Lot 128, also known as 219 Reeford Street, in the 30th Ward, to replace the roof.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Discussion.
I have a question. Is this one of the properties that is included in the LSA grant?
It is not. This one is further along. We do have quotes and are moving on stabilization. There's about 6 properties in this cluster in Knoxville. But the Hilltop Alliance got a better quote on the roof. And it's also one less property that I have to oversee. So in this case, we went with the grant agreement, but we are moving away from this in general and are using kind of in-house completing the stabilization.
Thank you.
I sure wish it was part of the LSA.
Any other discussion from the board? If not, all those in favor, please report by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any noes or abstentions? Okay, motion passes, moves us on, I'm sorry, resolution number 87 passes, and that moves us on to resolution number 88.
Thank you, Chair. So this resolution is we're proposing for the Pittsburgh Land Bank to purchase, stabilize, and then sell 758 Cherokee Street, which is located in the Hill District in the Upper Hill, through our pilot residential rehab program. This is a very special case because the next door neighbor his home has been damaged over the years from this row home, which is why you see this larger stabilization budget than usual. Between the roof, porch, and stairs, we are expecting for this one to be a little more expensive, but it is having a significant impact on the surrounding properties, and the land bank is also investing in the property immediately behind it, is the logic for proceeding with this property.
Any further discussion?
Are we able to see the amount on the slide?
Oh, it's $100,000 is what we're proposing. I am waiting for bids to come back. So we will know exactly, we will have a more exact amount. I don't expect us to spend this much. But we just, so we have the wiggle room is what we're starting with. But I'd be happy to share those bids and a more exact number, if members would like to see that as we receive them.
Any further discussion?
No, I just want to thank Sally for her work on this. This has been problematic for a number of years now. So thank you. Thank you for helping us move this forward.
Councilman, you are so welcome. I should also mention we did place this into the treasurer's sale as well in order to access this property. And we had the PLI assistant director out at the walkthrough so that we could evaluate on the spot if it was appropriate for demolition or stabilization. And so we've landed on stabilization for now.
Okay. Any further discussion? If not, let's take the vote. All those in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Any noes? Any noes or abstentions? Motion passes for resolution.
Oh, I think we need a motion. Yeah. Sorry,
That's
Chair.
what I said. Did
Call
we
for a motion.
get a motion?
Usually what I start out with is the motion and then the second.
And
right.
we're in our efforts to try this, not reading everything exactly. I kind of combined. So I think that was my fault.
Yeah. We're,
Yeah.
I messed you up.
Oh, you're
we're
throwing
creating confusion.
you're throwing me off here.
But,
I'm sorry. We're on
to throw
we're on
things
Cherokee
off over
Street.
here.
We're on Cherokee Street, resolution number 88.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need a motion.
Okay. I apologize. I thought we had the motion. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right. Any further discussion? All right. All those in favor of resolution number 88, please report by saying aye.
Aye.
Any noes or abstentions? Motion passes. Moves us to resolution number 89.
Resolution number 89, authorization for the Pittsburgh Land Bank to acquire Block 48N, Lot 14, also known as 1806 Slay Street, and Block 47S, Lot 305, known as 1620 Hatteras Street, in the 24th Ward from the City of Pittsburgh to prepare the property for sale, including quieting the title, clearing out the structures, and sealing the building envelopes at a cost not to exceed $100,000 using ARPA funds, and authorization to convey the same properties to the City of Bridges CLT or a related entity for a price not to exceed $120,000.
Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion. Motion to transfer this property.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Discussion.
So members heard from Ms. Nigro and Kochak from the City of Bridges Community Land Trust. They've submitted a budget and will be fundraising to complete the rehab of these properties as the land bank works to acquire, stabilize them, and clear the title.
Any discussion? Any further discussion from the board? Any questions? If not, I have a couple comments. I just want to say thanks to the Pittsburgh Land Bank for for being involved with this partnership with the City Bridges Community Land Trust, and also thank you to the City Bridges for doing work on Troy Hill. Thank you. Oh, and to the Troy Hill citizens for all their collaboration as well. So if there's no further discussion, we'll take the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any noes or abstentions? Okay, motion passes for resolution number 89. That moves us on to resolution number 90.
Resolution number 90, this is authorization for the Pittsburgh Land Bank to acquire 5 parcels on North Mertland Street and Garrett Street in the 12th Ward in the neighborhood of Homewood from the city of Pittsburgh. It should not exceed $82,500 using ARPA funds. And we're seeking authorization to convey that property to Concrete Rose Construction or an affiliate entity.
Is there a motion?
I'll make it. Make
To
the motion.
approve.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. We're in the discussion.
We heard from Ms. Daniels during public comment. She is preparing to apply for a fair application. So our intention today is to have a board resolution so that we can write her a strong site control letter to improve her chances of receiving that grant allocation to begin the process of fundraising for this affordable housing project.
All right, any further discussion? If not, please report by saying aye if you're in favor of resolution number 90.
Aye.
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 Aye. Any noes or abstentions? Hearing none, motion passes. That moves us on to resolution number 91. And
Resolution number 91, this is the acquisition of 19 properties in the neighborhood of Garfield in the 10th Ward. The land bank will be purchasing these from the city of Pittsburgh, we are setting aside some funding to do stabilization. And then we will be conveying these to the Garfield Housing Reclamation LLC or an affiliate entity of Rising Tide Partners. For a minimum of $67,600 or a maximum of $292,000 or $292,600.
thank you. Any further discussion on these properties?
I have a question. It says mixed income sales. I'm curious what the targeted income ranges are.
So I think the challenge with these is that until full assessments are done of the structures, they're not going to know which ones are going to be eligible for grant applications and which ones are going to make sense to simply sell back to the market. So that's why we refer to it as mixed income. You know, the intention is to include as many as possible in affordable housing pipeline. But the reality is so many of these properties has deteriorated because of this year's long conservatorship filing that made it impossible to move the properties along. There has to be more evaluation to be sure. Is that? Oh, really?
All right. Any further discussion?
Did you?
All right.
Okay. I think we jumped into discussion.
We may. I'm sorry. There is some confusion on, again, as to whether there was a motion. I'm 100% sure there was a motion.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, is anyone else not?
Yeah, I made the motion.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, there we go.
I think Tammy
Thanks.
seconded.
Okay, I'm gonna start calling out people's names so we can
Concentrating too
get
much.
this on record. I'm not sure.
Apologies, Chair.
Yeah, thank you, Councilman. So, if there's no further discussion. We'll move to the vote. All those in favor, please report by saying aye for resolution number 91.
Aye.
Aye.
I'll be abstaining.
Okay. So any more abstentions or noes? So we have one abstention. Do you have? Okay. All right, motion passes. That moves us on to resolution number 92.
Resolution number 92, authorization for the Pittsburgh Land Bank to acquire Block 12P, Lot 60A in the 12th Ward from the City of Pittsburgh, and authorization to convey the same properties to Neil Dorsey or an affiliated entity for a minimum of $7,500.
Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Thank you. Thank you. We have a motion and a second started by the councilman. And that moves us into discussion.
And I think we've got a typo here. So this should say a maximum of $7,500. So just want to correct that for the record. So as you can see on the screen here, Mr. Dorsey owns the 4 parcels on between Rapid Way, Shetland Street, and Paulson. So this is just a 900 square foot lot that sits in between those and really can't be utilized other than to be included in a potential project or sale of the parcels surrounding this one, which is
Any further discussion for resolution number 92? If not, all those in favor, please report by saying aye.
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 Aye. Any noes or abstentions? Resolution number 92 passes. That moves us on to resolution number 93.
resolution number 93. This is a resolution amending resolution 15 of 2025, which authorized the Pittsburgh Land Bank to acquire a lot on North Aiken Avenue from the URA using ARPA funds to convey to Boys Hope, Girls Hope. So we're just updating the name. They will be, the umbrella organization is Hope Ignites Pittsburgh or a related entity.
Any other discussion from the board?
Motion, yeah. Make the motion.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
I'll
I did
make
get
the
thrown off on that. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion that we amend the resolution.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Discussion?
Pretty straightforward. Yes, just we have updated our resolution language, so we should not have this issue in the future. We're always including or a related entity. So we just have a couple more we need to correct for, and the board shouldn't see resolutions like this in the future.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Any further discussion from the board? All right. I'm sorry. Amendment resolution. Okay. Without any further discussion, all those in favor, please report saying aye for resolution number 93.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any noes or abstentions? Okay, resolution number 93 passes. And that moves us to resolution number 94.
Resolution number 94, resolution amending resolution 56 of 2025, which authorized the acquisition and conveyance of block 12 and lot 254 and 255 on Meadow Street to Manuel Akinfe Reed to convey the property to Manuel's Revocable Living Trust or an affiliate entity of Manuel Akinfe Reed.
Okay. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Thank you, Director. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Discussion on the bill?
Again, just a name update so that we can correctly lists the correct name on the deed.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Oh, so we're selling to Manuela Kinfey Reed. She would like to put Manuela Kinfey Reed's Revocable Living Trust on the deed because the last resolution didn't just said Manuela Kinfey Reed. We have to pass a new resolution with the correct entity that will go on the deed.
So what it says here is correct.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And we're adding extra language just in case it changes again. We don't have to come back to the board for additional approval. That's why it says, or an affiliate entity of Manuela Kinfey Reed. Makes it a little hard to read, but that's the intention.
Okay, thank you. Any further discussion on this resolution? If not, I do have a question. Why does it say resolution 56? And we're on resolution 94.
It's amending resolution 56.
I understand. Thank you. That makes sense. Yes.
It's a great question. The numbers tend to change so much. We try not to put the agenda resolution numbers on the PowerPoint, or it's just kind of an endless update. That's why you only see the updated one.
Yeah, every time I
or
look
the
up, I get
one.
a little thrown off.
We're almost out of these, so
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Without any further discussion, all those in favor, please report by saying aye.
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 Any noes or abstentions? Motion passes for resolution number 94. Moves us on to resolution number 95.
And so let me just check in with our solicitor here. So I think we can talk about 95, 96, and 97 together and pass them together. Is that correct? Okay, so so Chair, if it's all right, I'll give a little overview and then you can call for the motion for all three.
Well, let's read all three.
Okay.
Let's read all three.
All right.
Read all three.
Authorization so resolution number 95, authorization for the Pittsburgh Land Bank to convey block 24C, lot 192, known as 1257 High Street in the 24th Ward to Van Dong or a related entity for $19,000. Resolution number 96, authorization for the Pittsburgh Land Bank to convey block 42P, lot 7, also known as 1017 Fairdale Street in the 20th Ward to Danielle Stevenson or a related entity for $17,500. And resolution number 97, authorization for the Pittsburgh Land Bank to convey block 24C, lot 192, also known as 1266 High Street in the 24th Ward to Freedom Partnership LLC or a related entity of Andrew Matarco and Eric Restifo for $5,000.
Is there a motion for all three bills?
Motion.
Second.
Thank you. We're in discussion for 95, 96, and resolution number 97 right now.
So we are so thrilled to have these three pilot residential rehab sales on the agenda today. Our buyer for 1257 High Street and 1017 Fairdale are both owner occupants intending to live in the home and have submitted appropriate proof of funding and a rehab budget. I did send the board a written public comment from Danielle Stevenson, which was a very thoughtful. If I could just read just a small section of it, Ms. Stevenson wasn't able to attend today. She wrote to us saying, as a lifelong Pittsburgh resident committed to building stability for myself and contributing positively to my neighborhood, the opportunity to acquire and rehabilitate a blighted property is deeply meaningful. Programs like the Pittsburgh Land Bank play a crucial role in ensuring residents have pathways to safe housing, community reinvestment, and long-term neighborhood stabilization. I'm grateful for the chance to participate in this process and to support the continued improvement of the communities we call home. So thank you, Ms. Stevenson, for your comment. I also wanted to highlight for the board 1266 High Street. So if you'll notice in the application documents that the pre-approval letter from the bank, the post-renovation appraised value of 1266 High Street is $150,000, which is if the property were to be sold, is a lower typical sales price than what we see with a lot of our subsidized affordable housing projects. So what we have been able to accomplish here is with much less in public investment, we're still accomplishing preserving naturally occurring affordable housing here in Spring Garden. So I thought that was we should be seeing more and more of that with many of these properties, and wanted to highlight that for the board. Do I have any more
Thank you,
questions?
Sally. Thank you for that. I agree with you. That's a very important point.
Thank you, Tammy.
Any further discussion from the board on these three items? If not, let's have everyone in favor, please report by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Any noes or abstentions? Okay, motion passes for resolution number 95, 96, and 97. All pass. That moves us on to resolution number 98.
And Chair, I'm going to ask again if we're comfortable, I can read 98, 99, and 100 together as well.
Okay.
Good? Okay. Resolution number 98, resolution amending Resolution 121 of 2024, which authorized the Pittsburgh Land Bank to acquire 2316 Perrysville Avenue in the 26th Ward from the City of Pittsburgh, and to prepare the property for sale at a cost not to exceed $32,000 using ARPA funds to increase the total stabilization budget to $100,000. Resolution number 99, resolution amending Resolution 123 of 2024, which authorized the Pittsburgh Land Bank to acquire 2526 Perrysville Avenue in the 26th Ward from the City of Pittsburgh, and to prepare the property for sale, including quieting the title, cleaning out the structure, and sealing the envelope at a cost not to exceed $32,000 using ARPA funds to increase the total stabilization budget to $100,000. And resolution number 100, resolution amending Resolution 119 of 2024, which authorized the Pittsburgh Land Bank to acquire 115 Hawkins Street from the City of Pittsburgh, and to prepare the property for sale, including quieting the title, cleaning out the structure, sealing the building envelope at a cost not to exceed $32,000 using ARPA funds to increase the total stabilization budget to $100,000.
Okay. Thank you. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Second. Excuse me.
There's a motion to approve on the table for resolution number 98, 99, and 100. Discussion?
Yes. So with 2526 Perrysville and 2316 Perrysville, both of these homes are 3,000 and 4,000 square foot homes. So part of the reason we need to increase the budget is that the quotes to replace the roofs are $60,000 and $70,000. 2526 has an asphalt shingle roof, so that one will definitely be replaced. I am currently working through finding a slate contractor or a roofer that specializes in slate repair for 2316 Perrysville. So the good news is I have found one. The quote is absolutely much lower to simply repair the slate, and then this slate roof will be good for another 100 years. But we're kind of working through pricing with repointing the chimney and replacing the gutters. So to be safe, so I don't think that we're gonna hit such a high budget with this one, but just to be safe, was looking for the wiggle room. You can see some great before and afters here. We've had the house painted and cleaned out. Definitely a very striking home. And then for the third one, 115 Hawkins. Again, not expecting to hit this full budget, but one unexpected change was as you can see from the picture, the porch was significantly deteriorating. I think it would have fallen on its own within another month had we not finally been able to get to this house and begin stabilization. So there's some added cost with rebuilding that porch. So we're really about $50,000 right now for this home. And then I'm waiting on some bids to come in with some brick repointing and some foundation work in the back, which is why we're looking for that additional wiggle room on this budget. Oh, and I should add too, so this still puts us, we're still coming in under our projected stabilization budget for this year. So, some other houses we've spent much less money on, so we're able to accommodate these changes.
Any further discussion on these three items, 98, 99, 100? If not, everyone in favor, please report by saying aye.
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 Aye. Any noes or abstentions? Okay, seeing none, motion passes for all three. And that moves us. Thank you, everyone. We got through those 15 action items, I believe. And that moves us into our second time where we have public comment, which is at the end of the meeting. And so for anyone that would like to make comment in person, feel free to make your way to the podium. And also if you're online, we're looking for the raised hand function. So you have 3 minutes to speak if you'd like. Anyone online?
Oh, yes. I do see Andrew Matarko. Andrew, whenever you're ready, you can go off mute.
Hey guys, I just wanted to say thank you very much. Andrew Matarko, Freedom Partnership for 1266 High Street. That's all. Just wanted to say thank you very much for working with us, and we look forward to working with you guys.
And thank you, Andrew. We are absolutely thrilled you have come to purchase this home. Can't tell you.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, we look more forward to doing more business with you guys, and just wanted to say thank you, and that was all. And hope you guys have a great day.
Thank you. All right. Any other public comment? Please raise your hand. Got a couple attendees listening. Any other public comment? Going once, going twice.
Okay.
All right, Chair, that concludes our.
All right, thanks. So that brings us to our last item, which is just to recognize that our next meeting will be on December 12th, and then that will be a Friday as well. So our next Pittsburgh Land Bank meeting will be on December 12th. And with that, is there anything further from the board before we adjourn?
If I could just recognize, we have our PLB fall intern here with us today, Akshita Pawar.
Oh.
Thanks for joining us, Akshita.
Thank you for joining us.
Sure.
Thanks for helping us out. Anything else further from the board? If not, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
In a second.
Second.
All right. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Okay, have a great weekend.